There's some news coming out of the NFL world because the owners are having their meetings right now, which I don't think we knew about. We should have been on top of that. We apologize. Woody Johnson was asked about the state of the Jets and the state of his head coach, Aaron Glenn, in his first year here. And obviously, as you recall, Aaron Rodgers this past offseason flew from Los Angeles to New Jersey to meet with the new head coach and GM. And the way he tells the story is that thing ended before it even started. Aaron Glenn said, we're going in a different direction, basically kicked him out of the building. And Aaron said, well, what the fuck I fly out here for? You could have told me this on the phone. Now Aaron Glenn, obviously after a rough start with the New York Jets, is getting a lot of heat, a lot of conversation. Woody Johnson was tasked with asking some questions or answering some questions. Here's what he had to say from Tom Rock at Newsday Sports.
What's your confidence level in Aaron to turn it around?
Well, it looks like he's turning around parts of it. You know, it's hard when you have a quarterback with, with a rating that we got. You know, he has the ability, but something just is not jiving. But if you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results if you go across the league. You have to play consistently with, at that position, and that's what we're going to try to do for the remainder of the season.
So what gives you hope then? Just to give hope.
I just think defense, special teams are doing better. The defense is pretty good, and if we can just complete a pass, it would look good. We got to complete some passes. You got to convince them that you can do something. Otherwise, it's hard to have a game that you can win.
What do you say to the fans who've lost hope? I mean, I know it's early.
So, yeah, what do you want this guy to do? Our quarterback stinks. Okay, is kind of what Woody
Real
Johnson.
vote of confidence there for the QB, man. That's tough.
Paid him $20 million a year. You got to be able to just complete a pass. That is something you got to be able to give confidence to the coaches in calling it. And we appreciate that in real time being reported from the owners' meetings. But yeah, I appreciate the fact that Woody Johnson's like, you guys think Aaron Glenn's a problem? Fucking look at the quarterback that I paid $20 million a year after we kicked Aaron Rodgers out of here. That's an interesting dilemma, but I think it is the truth that we're all kind of seeing with this Jets team. But it's tough coming from ownership is probably how Justin Fields is feeling.
Yeah, I guess what were expectations for the Jets coming into this year? Like, okay, somehow if they had won one or two games so far this year, would we be okay and people wouldn't be questioning his job or what?
Paid Garrett Wilson, paid Justin Fields $20 million, paid Sauce Gardner, have a good defense. Aaron Glenn's coming in, we assume, with a brand new mindset for the entire building. They were obviously very focused on turning that place around and trying to become a contender and a winner. And then it's just same old Jets stuff, I think is what Jets fans would say. But I would like to say, okay, even though Aaron Rodgers Tuesday was something that we were very lucky to be a part of, we didn't mind Aaron Glenn moving on from Aaron Rodgers. We didn't mind the decision to kind of go ahead and have your own team. So I think it's going to take a couple years, obviously, to have to change a culture at a place, but I think everybody was hoping that they'd be able to do it quicker. What are your thoughts on what Woody Johnson said there about the reality of the Jets season?
It's going to be hard to go in that locker room right now as the owner and look at your quarterback, if he's still the quarterback. I would think they're going with Tyrod Taylor the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I mean,
after that,
for sure. Tyrod just about beat the Bucs a couple of weeks ago down in Tampa. Last second field goal when the Bucs win. The Jets are close. They're getting closer, and I like what he said. Defense, special teams, they're doing a better job, but they got to let Tyrod go the rest of the year.
Rap Sheet reported another quote coming from Woody. I do believe in Aaron. If I were a player, I'd respond to him. There's no BS. There's no agendas. Aaron Glenn's trying to bring a whole new culture to the Jets. How do you feel about what just happened there, D-Buck?
I mean, that was tough to hear that. From, like everything BA said, it'd be tough. I mean, he's still owning the team, so he's not going anywhere. But speaking on your quarterback like that, the guy you just paid, that's rough. But to you guys' point, the defense have given up, 13 points back-to-back weeks, so that's something to build on. And defense, at some point, that's going to wear – the bad offense is going to wear on your defense as well. So they got to figure it out offensively, and it's been a shit show in New York for a long, long time. I don't know who was recording this kid, but somebody caught this poor kid walking out of a Jets game, and he was like, man, I was born in this shit. I'll be a Jets fan for the rest of my life, but it's horrible. And that's been the state of the Jets for a long, long time. So it'll take some time to figure it out, but at this point, what's today's day? October 21st. I still believe in Aaron Glenn. I'll give him some time.
Me too. AJ, you?
Yeah, you got to have at least a season and an off season,
That was
right,
awesome.
to figure things out. Yeah, that was.
We need a little bit more of those.
That was sick.
We need a little bit more of those.
Yeah.
But we've seen this team, this organization, suck the soul out of somebody. Robert Saleh didn't smile for 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was the guy that was all over the field
Yeah.
for the San Francisco 49ers, and he's back. So I like seeing that from Aaron Glenn, but he knew what he was signing up for. He took the New York Jets coaching job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, he knew exactly what he was signing up for, you would assume. And Tyrod Taylor, much like Joe Flacco, he'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a reason why he's still in the league right now. Like everybody talks about these older players. Oh, why they have these older? Because these fuckers are good at football. And they also know a lot
Get
about
it.
it.
Yeah,
So if
get
the
it.
Jets are able to somehow maintain on the offensive side, and their defense and special teams are able to do some shit, Aaron Glenn steals some wins, goes into the offseason, everything's on the up and up. Let's find our quarterback for the future. Let's go ahead and do this. And the Jets fans will all be all the way back. Michael Cole, yeah, we got our culture back. We're a tough team. You see Aaron Glenn? That's what he did. And then I fear.
You're right.
Then I fear that next year comes, and then all of a sudden it'll be some new shit that they'll figure out. And that's what Jets fans fear as well. There's just always some new shit that's going to come down from the clouds and rain on the New York Jets' success. Is how Jets fans feel. That's going to be a tough culture to change, brother. That's going to be a tough culture
Really
to change.
tough. It takes some time. I'm wondering, how's Greeny doing? Is Greeny all right? Like, have we checked on him lately with the Jets? Or did he just completely just give up?
I think he's packed it in.
Yeah, this is normal. This is normal Jets.
Could you imagine him listening to that Woody Johnson quote there for the first time? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Do we have to say that? I don't know if we have to say that. There's some things we probably don't have to say publicly, but I guess that's one of them that we just need to let fly as the ownership of the New York Jets, which a lot of people have brought into question. A lot of people have said ownership is part of the problem. And we're not going to say that this particular answer is part of the problem, but we do know you're not hearing other owners throw the quarterback under the bus in most situations.
Certainly not.
So that's certainly an outlier.
Yeah, and that's the thing about when they signed Fields. It wasn't like, oh, this is stupid. Like, Fields won a bunch of games for the Steelers last year. So you kind of thought that they were going to go with the running offense, drain the clock, and then, it turns out they're trying to throw it and they can. And, maybe this is an MCDC umbrella type thing. Any really, really poopy organization you go to, it's going to take some time. Ben Johnson would be the outlier because, that setup was kind of perfect for him.
We also probably should have known when multiple people came on the show and they said that the Jets' formula for winning every game was like, hey, they got to win 13-10 every single week. Like, they got to play from ahead. If they're down by 10 points, they're going to be screwed because they can't, throw the ball the way that they're going to want. It's like the NFL's not like that. We had teams scoring 30 to 40 points every week. So it wasn't exactly a stroke of confidence going into the season, but it's New York, so, people get excited.
How's Greeny feeling? Well, we have some tweets from him during games. For the second consecutive week, Aaron Glenn chose to let the half end without attempting a Hail Mary. With a team that didn't score a touchdown in either game, it's inexcusable. #Jets. Seems like Greeny's already on his way out of this whole thing. And Woody Johnson's reading his tweets. I agree, man, but what do you want him to do? The guy can't complete a pass. The guy can't. You think we're going to do a Hail Mary? Every throw's a Hail Mary. We're running bubble screens and we're calling them Hail Marys over there with Justin Fields. Good luck to the Jets and Justin Fields. Don't worry about it. He's paying you. Check will cash.
When's the last time Jets have been like good? Sustained. I know Rex
September
Ryan.
11th, 2023.
Yes.
First 4 games. Or 4 plays. Do you remember that?
I do.
The entrance?
That was sweet.
They were good.
Yeah.
I think they were good there.
Yeah, it was Fitzmagic, 2015, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker. So that was the last time I think they won 10 games or 9 games, and it was Todd Bowles, I think.
How about you, during your 47 years of coaching, 27 in the NFL, how many of those decades were the Jets, good?
2 at least.
Do you remember
Parcells, and then
Curtis Martin.
Lil Holtz.
Sanchez had a little run.
Curtis Martin, all those guys, and Vinny.
Rex Ryan.
Sanchez took him to the
Rex Ryan
AFC
took
Championship.
Yeah.
We played him in the championship game in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we
And
played them as well.
Dougie O'Brien missed that field goal.
Oh, yeah. Who?
That was Herm Edwards, yeah.
Who missed the field goal?
Doug Bryan.
I don't remember him.
He was kicker for the Saints, and it was up at Jets, and it was like 10 below 0, and we ended up winning that game.
Rex Ryan had them rolling.
Yeah, Rex Ryan. I think-
Chris Ivory.
I think that was Herm. I think Herm was the head coach that year.
So
Herm Edwards.
you need somebody that's pretty, feels like you have to take on that entire thing. You talk about Herm, obviously very what would that?
That's why you play the game, baby.
Extrovert. I think he's a good extrovert. Rex Ryan, obviously, big time extrovert. Aaron Glenn has a lot of dog mentalities. Feels like that might be the style of coach that you need to be able to win at the Jets. That Rex Ryan run was fun. That was a fun time.
That was ground and pound in defense. They had a great defense week in and week out. That was the year actually that was second year with 14-2. And they came in. They can't wait that moment. They came in New England, won, and then went to the AFC Championship. But that was a few years, and then you talked about the Curtis Martin in that era back then. But like as far as like sustained, the Giants, they have a run now where it's been a shit show. But we all can remember when the Giants won a couple Super Bowls, did their thing. So like the Jets, man, it's been a long time.
On that note, Nick Mangold, pulling for you, brother.
Yeah, Nick.